Hey everybody, Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Good morning. Well, here we are once again on Vanderbilt Beach up in North Naples, Florida. Partly cloudy, well, mostly cloudy skies here. Beautiful glow though out on the horizon. We have beautiful orange glow. We've got that reflection in the water. You know me. That is my favorite part about those colors, is that reflection. 80 humid, muggy degrees right now, but that water is really nice and calm. Water temperature about 89 degrees. The tide on its way in. We're going to be in for a pretty high tide today. Probably around 12:30 here on Vanderbilt Beach. 1 o'clock this afternoon up at Wiggins Pass. It's going to be almost 3 feet high above the normal. Well, not above the normal, but it's going to be a high tide. That water's going to come pretty high up onto the beach. So about, I forget, it's almost 8 o'clock now. 7:50. And I've got our friends from Wink TV are out here following along with me this morning. I'm going to be famous, everybody.
Rachel from Wink.
Yeah.
We're so happy to be here with Rob and all of you.
Yeah. You got Rachel, you can see, I watch Rachel before I leave the house. She's the first thing I see in the morning on Wink TV at 4:30. Yeah. Her and Zach. Oh, man. So we're just going to walk up Vanderbilt Beach, and we're talking kind of about Hurricane Ian, what happened, where we're at now here. So it's going to be a little different than normal. You might not be seeing what I'm talking about. So just put up with it. You might learn something though while we're talking here. So the turtle, well, yeah, I mean.
Let's talk about this area.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can see the orange fencing all up along here. This is vegetation that the condo took upon themselves to replant, but there was nothing here. I mean, right after the storm, you could look right through the bottom of this building.
Wow.
And since Ian, we've had a couple of extreme high tides, tropical storms passing by, and it's washed this stuff away. I mean, so they've planted, it's gotten washed away since Ian, they've replanted again. I think this is about the third time here that they've replanted. But when they put these sea grape trees in, they were only, or bushes, they were maybe 12 inches high. Yeah. You know, so.
Do you know why this is still here? Still got work to do, I guess?
They don't want anybody walking up through the dunes.
Right.
I mean, we want to give the dunes a chance to regenerate on their own here and keep pedestrians out, keep foot traffic out. Yet people, it's kind of hard getting through this fence, but up at Delnor Wiggins they have a rope line. I see people cutting under it all the time.
Oh boy.
It's one of my pet peeves. The Rangers can't yell at them, but I can. So picture, you know, you're out here on the beach, and none of this is here.
I can't picture.
I mean, you just look right straight across, and sand everywhere. There was sand just piled up everywhere. I mean, there was mountains of sand on Gulf Shore Drive that they had big front end loaders piling it up. The swimming pools, all the swimming pools in these condos were full of sand. So most of the swimming pools were operating, and the sand got in there, so it got sucked into the plumbing. So it's not just a matter of digging the sand out of the pool. They got to put all the plumbing in. There's a lot of places I think that still don't have their pools working. The elevators took big hits here in the buildings. I think there's still buildings that they don't have all of their elevators functioning, and that's a parts issue. They're having hard times getting the parts. And that was the same with pools. They're having hard times getting materials to rebuild the pools. The Turtle Club restaurant here, the Vanderbilt Beach Inn, the Vanderbilt Beach Resort and the Turtle Club restaurant, yep. They took a hard hit. And this is one of the older buildings here, so they didn't have the same codes that some of these newer condos did. something that was really neat about this place is, I mean, the staff all got together. I mean, a lot of the beach staff here, the waiters, you know, the servers, they got together and they brought this place back to life. I mean, they're out here. One of the guys that works here, who's running the Bobcat, the front end loader. I mean,
Wow.
it was like a family effort here to rebuild this place.
And talk about, I mean, it looks beautiful right now.
And this, it's always been sand here. That's what makes this place unique. You can come out and get your toes in the sand while you eat. But you never, people weren't even aware that there was a seawall right here. They just had big high bushes out in front of it.
Right here?
Yep, all along. You never saw that seawall along there. And and when the storm came, the sand was probably 3 feet lower than where it is. You know, they put new sand on this beach
Yeah.
since the storm. Oh, look at this guy. That's Jason. It's usually me and Jason out here every morning before the sun comes up. He did that on purpose. He likes a little airtime.
Well, Jason's important.
But yeah, I mean, you could see, like in front of all these seawalls, there's rocks under the sand. And you could see the rocks. And they had all new plantings all along here, and they just got washed away. Again, from Debbie going by.
Yeah. Oh, so after Ian, they planted. And
Yep.
Then, oh, no.
So yeah, Debbie just came and did a little number on us again here.
Yeah.
I was out here walking during Debbie when she was right due west of us, and the water was up here, all the way up to the seawalls.
Man.
But I mean, you could look right through here, look right through across at the bottom floors of these buildings. I mean, this is all new stuff that you're seeing, all new plantings.
It looks great. Is it a huge relief for you? You know, are you finally starting to feel like we're
Well,
back?
some people might not like to hear what I'm going to say.
That's okay.
But personally, I'm not a huge fan of all this coastal development.
I get that.
You know, we're on borrowed time here. I don't care what you say, we're on borrowed time. All these buildings along the shoreline here. Someday, sometime, could be 100 years from now. I mean, we know the water's getting closer and closer to the buildings. I like the natural beaches. Everything that they do here, right after Hurricane Ian, they called it an emergency sand berm. They built this berm. They put like a mound of sand 4 feet high up and down the beach for added protection. Okay, sounds like a good idea, right? Sure. It's just a Band-Aid. I mean, it's not a solution. It's just a Band-Aid. It's a temporary solution, these things. I mean, every 2-3 years, they widen our beach. And guess what? 2 or 3 years later, they're back. I don't know. I'm not an engineer, nor a marine biologist, but common sense just kind of tells you we're probably not supposed to be here.
So you like your focus over here.
I like this part over here. I mean, it's beautiful, and all you folks that can afford to live there, God bless you. But this is what I like here. That's why
We'll always be here.
That's why I like Del Norwegians. I mean, I can look at a tree line instead of a bunch of homes and condos.
This is perfect right now.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's just the cloud, you know, the light streaks coming through the sky here. Sometimes we'll see a cloud pattern like that. We'll see this V, and it'll just be the most fiery orange color in the morning. Just incredible.
What feelings do you get looking at the sky and the water? Like right now, what are you feeling when you look at it?
I just feel peacefulness. You know, it's the calm of the beach. I don't I don't have to think if I don't want to. I don't have to talk if I don't want to.
I'm making you talk a lot today.
I can just be me out here. And it is what it is, and people watching know that. This is what you get. There's no false pretenses here. I'm not trying to put on a show. I'm just sharing my beach walk with everybody. Like it or leave it.
Should we keep on?
I'm going to keep on. I'm going up because there's a couple little buildings up here where you.
Good job, Krishna. And let us know if you need a break. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I remember those days well.
Yeah. Is there more stuff like Ian related as we go? Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know if we get to something like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want me to take it for a little bit? Or Peyton?
So we're just kind of walking along here, checking the beach out with Wink TV. You're hearing everything we're talking about this morning. And this is going to wind up being little sound bites on a special that they're working on producing for the 2-year anniversary of Hurricane Ian. It's going to be interesting to see what they take out of my comments and conversation here. Maybe we'll get some new members in our beach family from this. Wouldn't that be sweet? Maybe that'll come out of it. They're taking a break. Their camera guy's arms are getting tired. He's lugging around a big camera. I remember those days well. Don't miss that at all. So this is what I wanted to show them here. This is what pretty much every building looked like right after Hurricane Ian.
I know, that is really nice. Is this something to shoot?
Definitely.
All right. Sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. I remember those days of lugging those cameras around.
Yeah. Yeah, Christian is a trooper.
All right.
Let us know when you're rolling,
Well,
Christian.
he's going to roll through here on us.
Oh, okay. Jason. Just
Yeah.
kidding. We love Jason.
Yeah. That's my buddy.
Yeah.
He'll usually blow the horn for us. He's like, what is he doing out there? I'll usually stand out in the water for my first live feed, so there's a little water in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'll be up at La Playa, and he blows his horn. You know, the sun's not up, he's blowing the horn. I'm like, Jason, you're going to be getting in trouble with La Playa doing that.
All right.
But, all right.
Let's talk about this.
So ask me what the name of this building is. I have no clue.
That's okay.
But you do need to do, when it gets a little brighter, drive up Gulf Shore to see what it looks like. Because there's a couple, like this little one up here, there's nothing going on in the front of it. It still looks like it did almost the day after. A little more vegetation up front. But anyway, this right here, this is what every one of these condos looked like right after the storm. Maybe a little more sand piled up against the buildings. But you look right through. Before you couldn't even see the second floor. I mean, you could see a partial of the second floor, but because all the shrubs and everything. But now there's no landscaping whatsoever left here. And we're coming up on 2 years.
Yeah. It's interesting to have seen
Yep. It's like
right next door,
Yep.
all of it's built back up, and then
Yep.
you take 2 steps.
Yep. I mean, the only thing that's growing there is just, the native ground cover coming back. I mean, this was all lush green lawn back here before this.
Is that sea turtle nest?
This is one of our sea turtle nests.
Ooh.
We have we've lost a lot of our nests from Debbie, a lot.
From Debbie.
Yeah, I was walking during Debbie, and the water was up by this building up in here. But yeah, now when I say we lost, we might not have lost the actual sea turtle eggs Some of them, yeah, they can only be underwater for so long. But all the markings got washed off the beach, so they don't know where they are.
Yeah.
So I've been telling people if they see a little hole with hundreds of little tiny baby sea turtle tracks, let FWC know, because
Yeah.
they'd like to know that that nest hatched. But yeah, so
Another one that looks like it got wild here.
yep, it's just kind of Mother Nature filling in. Now you see they've added some sand. You see these stakes out here on the beach. They've added some of their own sand here, but a lot of it just got washed away a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. And
Now-
this all just grew
Yeah, it's just growing
after
there.
Ian?
Yeah, yep. There's I believe there's one condo here that is, I don't think it's salvageable. I don't know if it's true. I've heard rumors that there's one they might condemn and tear down. This one, this is a timeshare. They didn't start work on that for almost a year after the storm.
Wow.
I don't know what that was all about. Oh, oh, my swimming buddies. They swim from where we came in. They swim up to the La Playa and back every morning.
Wow.
Yep.
Good for them.
Come rain or shine. But I was kind of following the progress of this place, and a lot of the folks that stay here at this timeshare were very interested in what's going on. And you can see it does. Well, now all these walls were gone. Everything on the bottom floor was just this, because this is one of the older buildings.
Mm-hmm.
It was just blown out.
Oh.
The swimming pool was full of sand. There used to be coconut palms here, a little cheeky hut that you could sit under. And now it looks like the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all beautiful landscaping.
Wow.
I think they got mad at me
Why?
because I'd say, why is it taking them so long?
Aw.
But all the people that stay here are happy to know that work is finally underway.
Yeah.
This is a private beach club here.
Is that constitute still from Ian?
No, they're just doing some other
They're doing
work.
some
Yeah,
renovation. Okay.
that's the Floridian Club. That's people that live in the Dunes condominiums, which are kind of over by Del Norwegians.
Okay.
That's their beach club. What else is there? I mean, yeah,
Up here, is that growth that happened after Ian, or was that there before natural up there?
anything that you see out here growing that's under 4 foot tall is all, it's either natural that's coming back or it's been planted. I mean,
That's all this.
Yeah, it just got wiped out.
Yeah.
Wiped out. I mean, look at this. I mean, they've really done nothing back here.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
It just, if you saw it before, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
oh wow.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at your old.
It's just so desolate now. And just a little ways up here, we're going to come to some of the homes, and you can see.
All right. Want to take a break.
Yeah. Well,
If you want to talk to your
oh, talk to my beach family.
loyal beach family, I'll just hang back.
No worries. Hope everybody's doing all right out there. I'm glad a few folks are tagging along here. We actually haven't taken a look at all these buildings for quite a while. And I know a lot of you stay here in the winter, come down and visit here. So kind of killing two birds with one stone here. It's showing how far we've come since Ian, or not come in some cases. It's kind of one of those mornings, one of those overcast mornings. I don't think we're going to get rained on here. You know me, I'm not a big fan of being in front of the camera. I'm always behind it. The only thing they see of me is like an extreme close-up of my face every once in a while. That's enough to scare anybody. Oh. Got so many loyal followers. We've got.
Yeah, if you can, I don't think like you're allowed to come around. Yeah, you can't come late here. You can walk.
Right. Yeah, this beach here, you can walk along here. Now you can lay out here.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can sit out here, I don't know how many feet up from the water, you know.
I didn't realize
Yep.
that.
This is all public beach out here. It's up closer to the buildings that you can't set up camp.
So we can.
Yeah.
Because I was telling them,
But-
right by the public access, it gets so crowded a lot of the time.
The problem
You
is
gotta
there's
walk.
nowhere to park.
Yeah.
You know, you have to get dropped off.
You would have to walk all the way
Yeah.
here.
So that's why you never see
With all
anybody.
your
You'll
gear.
never see anybody here on the beach.
Right.
Except people that are in the timeshares or rentals here.
And that's probably how it's designed.
I mean, I have a friend of mine, you know, these golf carts have become really popular that, you know, she shuttles people now in this North Naples
Here?
area.
That's
And this
smart.
is like one of her secret little places to take special customers.
I've done that at Del Norwegians, the parking, and then she takes you like
Yep.
across the
Yep.
canal there or whatever.
Yep.
That body of water.
That's the Bluebill Avenue Bridge.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I love walking over that bridge at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's just so beautiful. And especially if there's like a thunderstorm down to the south, I kind of look across the canal and you see the lights of some of the buildings and that lightning just illuminating the sky. This morning's lightning, man, it was awesome down to the south.
Yeah. Now, we were afraid it was going to be like that when we got here, but luckily it was further
Yeah,
south.
I did a triple take on the radar this morning, but it looked like it was going to stay to the south. So, did you grow up here, or are you a transplant?
Yeah, I'm from the Washington, D.C. area
Oh, okay.
originally. And I went to school at University of Miami. So I was there
Nice.
for 4 years. And then my first news job was in a small town in southeastern Idaho.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was there for 3 years. And then I came back to Florida for this
Nice.
job. And I was a Collier County reporter my first 3 years here before I started anchoring on weekends and then eventually doing traffic and anchoring in the morning during
Nice,
these days. So
nice.
I've been here for 5 years now.
Oh, okay. DC, yeah. Our youngest daughter she went to American
Oh, really?
University. Yeah, that's where she
Nice.
graduated from. We spent a lot of time up there during her college years.
Love DC.
My wife was up there once a month. Well, she was making an excuse to go up there.
Aw.
Yeah.
It's
We-
a nice city.
We fell in love with the Old Ebbet Grill. That
Where?
Old Ebbet.
I've never been.
Oh my Lord, there's so much history in that place. It's just down the street from the White House.
Yeah.
And everybody that's anybody kind of wanders through there. But
To go.
one of the bartenders, where are you from? Naples. Naples. That's where I work. Every winter I go to Naples, and she works at a restaurant right down the street from us. So it was like, well, we just found our new stomping grounds.
Yeah. More.
Yeah.
Is that still destroyed from the end?
Everything you see here. I mean, what'd be cool is if I got so much video online, as if you could have a shot of before. I really didn't hang out on Vanderbilt Beach a lot prior to Hurricane Ian because Del Norwegians was my favorite beach.
Okay, yeah.
But Del Norwegians was closed for a long time, and people wanted to see this, so I just started walking here.
Yeah. And so this boardwalk here, obviously not usable anymore.
Nope. So think about it, 2 years. And people are questioning, why is it taking so long to fix some of this stuff up? That's a county boardwalk, public access. Why aren't the showers and foot washes and the rest of the restrooms back at Vanderbilt Beach? People want to know why it's taking so long. They are going to be doing, when you go out, there's a sign of what they're going to be doing down there at Vanderbilt Beach soon. They're going to finally start the rebuilding, if you want to get a picture of that.
Yeah, we will.
But I don't know the answer to that. People ask me, why is it taking so long? How the heck do I know? They asked me about the state park. The north end of Del Norwegians was just obliterated. I mean, the water just completely wiped the whole north end of the park out, and there's nothing there. And people are like, well, what's taking them so long?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and
It's-
the second public beach access since that.
no,
Or
there's
there've been a few.
there's 10 of them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I
there's
missed the
10
other one.
along here. Some are real obvious, some aren't.
Yeah.
They're just little pathways.
Okay, so not like as many boardwalks
Yeah.
like this.
But here's another place. Just, I mean, this was all usable lawn and stuff back here before the storm.
And they just never fixed that pool area.
Nope.
Looks like.
It looks like they're not doing anything, right?
Yeah.
That pool, for all I know, might still be full of sand. I don't know.
If I was wearing shoes, I'd go check. I don't want to step on something.
Yeah. Technically, we're not supposed to be up there.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Then I definitely
yeah.
won't do that on your live
Yeah,
stream.
right. Exactly. Somebody should have gotten a car and brought it up here for you.
I know. I was thinking the same. Is there more that's worth us going for, like in terms of Ian impact? Not that we don't love being out here
No,
with you.
no.
Yeah.
It's the if you want to see the backs of some of the homes,
That's like
they're
the
just
drive.
they're just beyond. If you want to
Drive.
go back,
Yeah. Drive up
come
there.
up to Delnor Wiggins.
Yeah.
I'll meet you up there.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. That's just up the road down.
Yeah, that's over that little bridge.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, it's open.
Perfect.
It opens at 8. So yeah,
this one.
I'll see you at. There's a boardwalk
Yeah.
called the Bluebill Access. Not
there.
in the park. Yeah, I'll meet
Okay.
you up by that boardwalk.
We'll see you soon.
All right. Oh,
Turn it on.
yeah, go ahead. Here, just grab it.
Okay.
Save your batteries.
Yes, exactly. Perfect. You can put it back.
All right, I'll
We'll
see you
see
up
you
there.
in a little
Yep. All right. We can have a little bit of a. Oh, you know what, Rachel?
Yeah.
You might just, I mean, because La Playa is a landmark, it really got hit hard. It took them a long time. You might just want to have
Shoot
a little
that.
B-roll of it.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I know I have some photos of it and stuff after the storm.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to tie it in. All right. So I'm not used to doing so much talking during a live feed. Talking in circles. Seen a lot of things out here. Over the years, as you know, you've seen a lot of them with me. If you're wondering what's going on, if you're just tuning in, Wink News, Wink TV is here with me, shadowing me for my beach walk. They're going to be they're in the process of producing a special for the 2-year anniversary of Hurricane Ian, so they were just curious about my take on the situation, what I've seen. If they use any of what I said, it'll be a miracle. Have our little egrets there. It's a very quiet morning here on the beach. Right now I'm guessing that temperature's around 81. It is really humid, really muggy again out here. But we have gotten some color. I'm going to meet them up at Wiggins here. Thanks for hanging out with me, as always. Thanks for being a friend. Remember, I do depend on your support to make ends meet. Facebook stars greatly appreciated. I get a penny for each star that you send. I couldn't be out here doing this if it wasn't for you and your generosity. Tips kind of preferred over those Facebook stars. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. You can also find me on Venmo and Apple Pay. Zelle, if you do Zelle, if you'd like to use a Zelle, I can give you my contact info for that if you message me on my personal Facebook page. It's a different morning for me, different kind of a morning, but it's fun. It's actually fun. Walking the beach, getting to share a little bit of my story. Like I said, you all are getting the raw, unedited version here. Out of everything we've been talking about this morning, Wink's probably going to use about 30 seconds. Wish it was a little brighter out here for him now. But it adds kind of an interesting kind of ambiance to the interview, actually, talking about a hurricane. Makes it more somber. I'm glad they're going to meet me up at Wiggins. Get a little bit in about my little piece of heaven on earth. I think I'll walk them in through the front entrance to the park. We can talk about how much that has changed. So that'll probably be my last little live feed. You got to download that Wink weather app to your phone if you haven't done that already. I'll tell you what, they have got the best storm coverage in all of Southwest Florida. Got some really nice folks working for them too. Matt Devitt, their chief meteorologist. Awesome. Man, the coverage before the storm, during the storm, and after the storm, top notch. They put reporters everywhere. They are the best local coverage, for sure. They stream live, so you can watch them. Download the app. Like I said, their weather app, their radar. Their previous chief meteorologist, Jim Farrell, he was the only local meteorologist in Southwest Florida that predicted Hurricane Charlie was making that devastating turn towards the Southwest Florida coastline. He hit that nail on the head, several hours in advance, at least gave some people some early warning. Everybody else was, it's going up the coast, going up the coast. He's like, this thing looks like it's getting ready to turn. Awesome guy, Jim Farrell. Beautiful, great blue hair in there. Figures Wink's not with me, and here's our great blue heron. The high tide's going to be interesting today. How high is high going to be today? pick up the pace a little bit here. I don't want them standing around waiting for me up there. Sorry if I've been boring you this morning with our jabbering. Let you have a little peace and quiet, because I'll be talking again during the next live feed. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way up to Wiggins during this live feed. I got to save my battery. I do want to do a little beach report. Beautiful, beautiful moon this morning. I got a little video I'll share in my beach report of that, and some really cool lightning. I got some video of that earlier this morning. I'll put that in to this morning's beach report. But like I said, I got to conserve my batteries. So a couple more minutes here, and then it's going to be a little bit of a break, and then I'll be back. Thank you for the stars. I do appreciate that. Like I said before, I could not be out here sharing my mornings with you if it wasn't for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wish you were out here with me. I wish a couple of our beach friends would be walking by during our interview. That'd be sweet. Get our beach family on there. Interesting skies. I was thinking about this little interview, whatever you want to call it, for a couple of days. It's like, what am I going to talk about? It's like whatever comes out my mouth is going to come out my mouth. That's how I do things. It is what it is. I'm no professional actor. I'm not a celebrity. Just a old guy that walks on the beach and shares his beach with everybody. Share what I observe, kind of tell it like it is. If I happen to know something, I'll share it with you. If I don't find something on the beach and I don't know anything about it, I'll make a good story up about it for you. I've never done that. I've thought about doing it a couple times, but I have not done that. But I have learned a lot over the 10 years that I've been walking on this beach. Man, Barbara Grove. She taught me a lot about shells. Barbara Grove, the park rangers up at Delnor Wiggins, they educated me about sea turtles. On sea turtles, I learned a lot from some of our park rangers over the years, especially previous park rangers. Man, things have kind of changed with the state now. They don't like their rangers being live. They want to control what they say. Back in the old days, we had some fun with the park rangers. Wonderful people. They're all great people. We got something swimming around out here. You're trying to get your camera time, I see.
Oh.
Go ahead.
This ain't my original tractor, that's why I couldn't hunt you.
I heard that little pathetic beep.
Right, yeah, that's just a low.
Look, everybody, here's the man behind the curtain. That's Jason.
Hello, everybody.
They're doing a feature story about Ian.
Oh, really?
So they're just getting my opinion of what the beach looks like now and what happened. Have a good one, Jason. Just curious as to what they're doing. His horn wasn't working very well this morning. Well, there you go. You finally got to see Jason. I wanted him to see this building because this, I swore when I saw this building for the first time, I did not think they were going to rebuild this. I thought this was coming down. The front of it's still a mess. All right, I got to take a break. I have to take a break, and I will be back. It might be a little while. I might have them. I don't know. See, there's nowhere for them to park down here. They have to walk down here from Wiggins. But that's just a really good example of the damage and the slow progress. But it's progress. All right, I got to go. I'll be back. If something happens, I don't see you later today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for the stars. If somebody happened to send a tip, thank you. Y'all are awesome. Remember the reason for these beach walks. It's not about tourism at all. It's about bringing wonderful people just like you together. Primarily in the mornings. One beach walk at a time. Hey, if I don't see you later, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. God bless America. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.